Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. You know, most people would finish their cup of tea every morning before they jumped on their podcast and talked about Descendants and Zombies because they love it so much. But because I love all of you so much with all of my heart, and I really mean that, I didn't even finish my cup of tea this morning. The window is open, the birds are chirping. I miss Ruby Rose Turner like I've got my heart broken 1,000 times. So I wanted to jump on here with her favorite color, the color of Bridget and the reciprocal lights, and talk about it this morning, the Worlds Collide Tour. I'm really excited about that. It looks absolutely beautiful. It kicks off this July. Everybody is so excited about it, and I'm happy for all of you. I unfortunately will not be attending the Worlds Collide Tour because yours truly has been shut out of it. I am not producing it. I am not the writer of it. And I am really upset over that, because I always wanted to learn the choreographing of the Descendants dance numbers. I always wanted to dance with a bunch of zombies on stage. It looked really thrilling. After all my years of being involved with theater, I will not be attending the Worlds Collide Tour this year, and I am heartbroken over it. But notwithstanding that, it looks like it's going to be a whole lot of fun for everybody, whoever proudly said they were a fan of Descendants and Zombies, yours truly included. I am really proud that I actually fell into this niche. Because, there's just something with that first sip of tea every single morning. There's just something about the Descendants and Zombies franchises that are absolutely mind-blowing to me. It never ceases to amaze me. And I am so proud that I have attracted over 3,000 fans who have subscribed to this YouTube channel. I think this is the greatest accomplishment and the greatest honor that has ever been bestowed on me as a YouTube creator. And there is nothing more that I would rather create content for on YouTube, this channel, than each and every one of you. Because you never ever quit on me. You never ever stopped believing in me when everybody else did. I can't even tell you how many relationships I've been involved in where the girl has left me because of this passion that I have for Descendants, Zombies, Disney content in general, because they could never make sense of it. I knew that I could jump on here any time of the day or night and tell you throughout a 24-hour day what I was going through, how I was feeling, and each and every one of you wouldn't care. Each and every one of you loved me no matter what happened to me in my life, no matter what I had to endure. There were many nights in the world that I was somewhere in the world that I didn't want to be. I would always journal. So I felt really sympathetic towards people like Dove Cameron, Ruby Rose Turner, Kylie Cantrall, who did the same thing. Because I know what that's like. When you would email somebody, you'd tell them how you were feeling, they wouldn't care. You would write it in a journal, you would present them with the journal, and it was up to them whether or not they would read it or not. I was a columnist for years, too, on various websites for entertainment and professional wrestling. So I developed somewhat of a consistent habit of doing that because I wanted to share my inner feelings, my innermost, deepest feelings with somebody. And I think the most difficult thing to do, the most challenging thing to do as a creator is to be able to write your thoughts, which is actually really beautiful. But to get somebody to understand that is a gift in its own right. So if you have somebody in your own life who, understands you for who you are, your interests, what you love, what your passions are, then that's somebody you have to keep. You have to keep he or she. And that's the best advice that I can give to anybody, because a lot of times in life it is very difficult to find somebody that you can fall into an understanding with and have a mutual understanding with for forever. So I want to say thank you to the Descendants cast for coming off as such huge inspirations to so many people. No matter what your circumstances are, you saw yourself through the eyes of your favorite Descendants characters. For me, it was Bridget. Many of you probably it was Kylie Cantrall. Many of you it was probably Chloe Charming. Maybe it was Mila Baker. Maybe it was Dove Cameron for her portrayal of the character Mal. No matter who you saw yourself through the eyes of, Mal, Bridget, Red, Chloe, whoever. Thank you so much, guys, for inspiring so many kids who love you so much. And I can't even begin to put into words how grateful and how appreciative I am of the writers and producers of Descendants for creating one of the strongest franchises in the world. The franchise that saved my life when I didn't even know if I was coming or going. I lost my parents at a really young age. I lost my mom when I was 19 years old after a 5-month battle with cancer. We didn't even know she had it. And she was diagnosed on October 31st, 2005, the same year Kylie Cantrall was born. As far as I'm concerned, Kylie Cantrall is my mother reborn because she is so kind, and knowing that my mom passed away so that a girl like Kylie Cantrall could have been born into this world and could have came into this world makes me feel a little bit more content with my own life and the direction it's headed in, because you have a beautiful person that you see yourself through the eyes of. And I really mean that. And I say the same thing about Ruby, too. Ruby is the most kind person that I think I have ever seen in this world. I would love the opportunity to work with Kylie Cantrall. Maybe that's Descendants cast now coming over my house in a plane. I don't know. Maybe you guys can hear that. Maybe they're coming to shoot Descendants 6 in my backyard. I don't know. One can only hope for that. But, yeah, I thought Ruby was the most beautiful soul in the entire world. Did I want to see more for Ruby out of life? Sure I did. I wanted to have her have more than just a crush on Justin Bieber. The only thing he's going to do is take her to Best Buy, buy her a TV. When he finds out she doesn't have one, take it home for her and set it up for her. And that would have really broke my heart. I think what did it for me with Ruby Rose Turner was her message of kindness. And I take it from somebody who always wanted to spread his own message of kindness on his YouTube channel. And I really did. I'll tell you how far I went with it. When I first moved into this house, I specifically wanted to move into a house that was near a soda plantation or a chemical plant because it reminded me of the movie Zombies, and how many of you were attracted to that franchise because of the message of it, for acceptance, for power, no matter what you were attracted for Zombies for. I wanted to actually live in a house and experience what life would have been like to live near a soda plantation and a chemical plant that could have exploded. And that is exactly what I did. That is precisely what I did. And there was literally a soda plantation and a chemical plant side by side, 5 minutes out the road from where I live. I specifically asked a real estate agent for a home where there was a soda plantation and a chemical plant nearby, and everything is in the center of the city here, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The landscape is beautiful, not taking anything away from it, which is why I say I would love for the Descendants cast to come here, live with me. They wouldn't have to live in a trailer, and we could make magic happen, because I've always had a hand in producing stage productions such as Phantom of the Opera, Hamlet, Beauty and the Beast, High School Musical. I've done it all, and I've loved every minute of it. I know I fell down through the stage one night. I wasn't even in the production of Phantom of the Opera. I fell down through the stage because, of course, I was a technical engineer. So every time something would screw up, I would have to go up on stage. I would have to work the smoke machines. And a lot of really freaky stuff would happen, a lot of unexplainable stuff. And one night I fell down through the stage. It wasn't good. Ambulance was called, and one thing led to another. And then, of course, there was that freaky night that I was on my way home. I crossed a track. I crossed through the woods, kind of like how I was going through Transylvania. I must have thought I was doing it, trying to catch the latest episode of Living Natty. And I fell down and literally drove my elbow halfway up my arm, and there's a steel plate in my elbow, my left elbow, because of Dove Cameron. Do I regret that? No, I don't. Because of the passion that they've had for what they've chosen to make out of life, how they've chosen to inspire each and every one of you. Do I think that people like Kylie Cantrall should have her political point of view always brought into the conversation because she's never been a Trump supporter? I mean, there are a lot of people out there that are in the same category as Kylie Cantrall, and they're not being criticized. So why do we choose to bring down all this hate on Kylie Cantrall for not being a Trump supporter? I have never been a Donald Trump supporter, and if anything, Kylie Cantrall has inspired me to run for President of the United States in the 2028 presidential race. I will launch my own campaign in honor of Kylie Cantrall, and I will beat Donald Trump in the 2028 presidential race. I will move this entire YouTube set into the White House. I will move my YouTube channel into the White House. I may have to do it off the presidential YouTube channel every night after 8 p.m. on YouTube, but I will move everything I have into the White House just to give Kylie Cantrall a president that she can be proud of, and let her know that something can be done about all the conflict that she has had to see over the past year, because she's a Descendant star. Everybody talks about Kylie Cantrall, and they talk about Kylie Cantrall for a good reason, because she wants beautiful things out of life, and she wants all of you to aspire to have beautiful things out of life. She does not want to take away from anybody, so why do we want to take away from Kylie Cantrall? We have to stop. Everybody who talks about Descendants and Zombies on YouTube criticizes it, and I wanted to put a stop to the criticism that Descendants and Zombies was receiving, and especially this tour, for sure. It's going to receive its fair share of criticism, no matter who the people who are doing the reviews of are fans of. Whoever they are fans of, or whoever they claim to be fans of, are going to criticize this. They're going to jump right down our throats and get in our faces. We're going to be tired of seeing reviews about the Worlds Collide Tour, Descendants 5, Zombies 4, whatever. We are going to be tired of hearing about it, and I want to put this out there, that I will forever remain in the corner of your favorite Descendant stars, and I will consistently offer them support, and I will be proud of everything they accomplish with or without the success of Descendants behind them. No matter if they choose to part ways with the Descendants franchise and embark on other ventures, other projects, whatever they choose to do, I will forever be in their corner because they have received their fair share of criticism and abuse. Sometimes they shy away from it, but I am very proud of everything they have accomplished, and I want them to know that, because it is a huge accomplishment for somebody like Kylie Cantrall to have over 500,000 followers on YouTube in less than 1 year after the launch of her YouTube channel. I can only hope that my YouTube channel will have over 500,000 views and over 500,000 subscribers. That is a dream of mine, to have over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. You're lucky these days if you can put up over 3,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, which I have, and I'm very proud of. I am incredibly proud of having fallen into this niche. I am very proud that on your walk through the woods, either chasing the white rabbit or driving a side-by-side through the woods every single night, that you have found this niche and you have trusted in me to create this content for each and every one of you. After $4,500, close to $5,000 has been invested into this YouTube channel and put behind it, which I don't regret. I do this because I share the same passion as each and every one of you. I know I've done a lot of crazy things. I've moved into a house literally 5 minutes away from a soda plantation and a chemical plant. A soccer field is behind me. A girls' soccer team plays soccer here every Friday night. And actually, when I was shooting a video a couple of weeks ago, about 3 weeks back, they started the first game of the season. Go team. I do a lot of crazy things. I know I say I want to be a vampire slayer, and I've killed over 5 vampires in the last 30 years. I say that because I have. And I've worked with a lot of really creepy people. And I went to school with a lot of creepy people. There were more times than enough that I was tripped up in the hallways, called names, locked in lockers, bullied just for the hell of it. But that didn't stop me from achieving my education. I went to school, I studied journalism, I studied the art of theater, and I'm very proud that I was able to start a YouTube channel after financing it myself. My parents helped me at a very young age. When technology was very limited, there were no Logitech Brio cameras, no professional studio microphones you could podcast with, no special software. And over the past 25 years, the course of it, I've been able to fall into a niche that I'm very proud to be a part of and to be able to provide unique commentaries on and critique for each and every one of you in a way that you deserve to hear it, because you deserve better. I'll be honest with each and every one of you, you deserve better than what you're hearing on YouTube, but your favorite stars, whether it be Kylie Cantrall, Dove Cameron, Mila Baker, Ruby Rose Turner, who has also received her fair share of criticism for being turned down for a lot of roles that she had auditioned for. She's not the only one. Meg Donnelly was just recently turned down for the role of Supergirl. Millie Alcott took that from her, stole that from underneath her. And because of that, I won't be going to see Superman in July. If I do, people are going to really have to persuade me to go, because I thought she would have been a very powerful representation of Supergirl, and perhaps the best since Melissa Benoist from the original live-action Supergirl from the DC universe. So, because Meg Donnelly's being shut out, I probably won't go see that. I've got my doubts that they're going to be able to create a great Descendants 5 without Ruby Rose Turner. I have been really conflicted about that. I've been really heartbroken over that. I've wished many nights that Ruby was here to help me make sense of life. Because the secret to a relationship is this, guys. For every idiot out there that's ever treated a girl unfairly, I want you to know something. You are unjustifiable in what you do. And I say that because a girl is what helps make everything make sense in this world. She is the reason why this world levitates. She is one of the reasons why the world makes sense. And she is what helps you make sense in your relationship and your own life. And for idiots out there that can't understand that, I want to say that you've missed out on incredible opportunities with perhaps every single girl that you've ever been with. Not because I've studied it for years, but I have a respect for girls and their rights. And I will forever advocate for a girl who has suffered, who has been through mental abuse, who has been through situations and or circumstances that should have never befallen her, because people make it out to believe that it's her fault. It's not always her fault. There are two sides to every situation and or story, such as Dove Cameron's situation with Ryan McCartan. I don't believe it was all Dove Cameron's fault. Sure, it was probably partially Dove Cameron's fault, but should we criticize Dove Cameron for that? No. Should we criticize Kylie Cantrall for removing herself out of an abusive relationship just last year, less than 365 days ago? No. We shouldn't. We should support her. And that's what I want Kylie Cantrall to know. The support is here for her. I want Ruby Rose Turner to know the support is here for her after being so courageous, after coming out for her love for girls at the age of 12 years old. Who does that? Nobody does that. So I think there's a profound amount of credit and a profound amount of courageousness being exemplified by Ruby Rose Turner, who wants to come off as an inspiration for everybody, for her roles on Orange is the New Black, her role as Bridget in Descendants, who exemplified just how much of a profound effect bullying could have on a person. I know because I experienced it. I was far from perfect. I was far from perfect. I made my fair share of mistakes. Oftentimes I was corrected for my mistakes. I was confronted about my mistakes, and I was a real idiot. Years ago, I was a real asshole. I'll be honest with each and every one of you. That's why I wanted to spread my own message of kindness. I wanted to fix my mistakes. I wanted to patch up differences I may have had with a lot of people. I say that because I was in a lot of relationships where girls would choose guys over me. Probably they had reasons they never told me about, but I tried to reason with them. I tried to understand them for who they were, and I was never the guy who won. So ultimately, I drew the conclusion that good guys never win. But in recent years, I realized that good guys always win and they always prosper, and good girls always win and always prosper. Never ever feel as if you're in a situation that you can never do anything about, because you can always remove yourself from that situation, and that's what I want you to do. I want you to become stronger people. I want you to feel inspired to create YouTube. I want you to feel to aspire to achieve your dreams, because every dream that you have in this lifetime is an incredible opportunity, and it's a new opportunity that presents itself to you day in and day out to make something of your own life and help you make sense of it. I know sometimes you feel alone. There are people out there that have very few friends, but I want you to know something. One of the best pieces of advice is that my mom ever gave me was that you don't need a whole lot of friends in this life. All you really need is a few good friends to fall in with, and that's really what happened with me. I had probably 3 or 4 good friends, maybe 5, that I fell in with through my whole high school and elementary experience, and I was really thankful for those friends, because there was no price tag on a friendship. There were no price tag on any of your friends. And if you can find 3 or 4 really good friends that you can keep with and stay in touch with for your entire life, then you have struck gold. And that's what we see with Kylie Cantrall and Mila Baker, a friendship where they have struck gold. They never want to be apart. I know there have been a lot of rumors about their friendship and their relationship. Probably a relationship is being created off of this, being spawned off of this. But the same thing was said about Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson years ago. We know Dove Cameron is attracted to girls, and probably there is something going on there, because Sophia Carson's kept her relationship very private in recent years. But again, I don't think we should immediately jump to conclusions, and that's what we're really doing about the situation with Kylie Cantrall and Mila Baker, although reports suggest differently about it. Again, just because they want to get together because Kylie's never watched Shrek. By the way, I have a copy of Shrek there if they come to live with me. I'll probably go back to pro wrestling and they can watch Shrek. They can play PlayStation 5 every night. Ruby Rose Turner can play Fortnite with them. Bake pies, cookies, and muffins in my kitchen with reciprocal lights. There's a Mickey Mouse waffle maker out there as well. So, this is a incredible experience in its own right. I'm also saying that because I think the cast of Descendants of Rise of Red, after receiving a fair share of criticism, is probably the strongest cast and the most fearless cast that I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen Dove Cameron do parkour for her role as Mel. And now they're talking about Kylie Cantrall doing parkour. There are TikTok videos all over TikTok, that platform of Kylie Cantrall doing the most amazing leg workouts that I've ever seen in my life. The same thing with Ruby Rose Turner. They are stronger than ever. And if you think you're strong, hit the subscribe button and join in on this conversation. Because I think that Descendants fans are the most incredible fans in the entire world. For what you believe in, how you see yourself through the eyes of these characters, it is truly phenomenal, and it has been an experience that I know, from my perspective, that I will never ever forget. I don't know what I would do without your guys' kindness. Earlier this year, I had a friend, a really good friend of mine. We had to part ways because she saw things differently through her eyes than what I saw it. But I wanted her to know that I love her dearly. I know she had an infatuation with Bangladesh music. She would go on this guy's page she didn't even know, with over 1,000 subscribers. She would watch his videos. She became very infatuated with him, and I decided to part ways with her because she had to figure things out. So now I have to go back in a year's time and try to fix it. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it. But I want her to know that I love her dearly. And she's one of the truest inspirations that I've ever had for creating this YouTube channel. I know I have more subscribers than he does, but her heart obviously lies with him or somebody else in her life, and her priorities are all messed up. But at least each and every one of you who never ever quit on this YouTube channel and never quit on me. One of the most challenging things as a YouTube creator is to find a niche to fall into. That's challenging in its own right. But then creating the content is a whole different challenge that presents itself, because you don't even know if your audience is going to appreciate that content. And I like to believe I've done just that for each and every one of you. I've spent thousands of dollars on this YouTube channel, from Logitech Brio cameras to professional studio microphones, and I've been able to blow this YouTube channel up in a way that no other creator would have been able to do it, because most of the videos you find about Descendants and Zombies throughout your journey through the woods every single day or night is AI, and the videos run anywhere from 5 to 12 minutes that explain nothing to you, that don't give you the content that you want, and it's not really funny, it's not really engaging. So I want to create engaging, really compelling, really funny content that you will love, that you will appreciate, through my stories, through my experiences, through my huge Dumbos and stuffy collection I had there in the back, the colors of Ruby Rose Turner, who I missed dearly. I've had the biggest crush on Ruby for forever, I will admit to that. I've had a crush on Ruby for the better part of the last 10 years. Ever since she was at least 12 years old, I knew she was going to be something special, and I knew she had it. And that's why I never want Ruby to doubt herself. If I was in a relationship with Ruby, let me just say this. Ruby would never have the opportunity to doubt herself, because I'd always be IMing her with positive messages of encouragement. I'd always be trying to lift her spirits, because I feel the same way her character Bridget did. I don't think there's ever enough kindness spread in this world. So should we come down hard on somebody for their beliefs and what they want to believe? No. We shouldn't. Just because Ruby has a different opinion than somebody else doesn't mean she deserves criticism. The same thing can be said about Kylie Cantrall, which is why I really appreciate their friendship and how they're there for each other. The same thing about the friendship with Kylie and Malia. I think they're called Kylie Malia or something, in the way of a hashtag. I really appreciate that. I think some of the most beautiful friendships have been created from Disney over the years because of the passions they share and how they can connect with each other so effectively and so powerfully. Kylie Cantrall has never looked stronger, never looked more independent than what she does right now, and I think that that's something to be incredibly proud of. Her songs, Goodie Bag, Down, Boy for a Day, beautiful songs. I just saw a latest teaser dropped on her Facebook page, actually before I jumped on here, and I'm incredibly proud of it. I stand to what I said about Kylie Cantrall. She is the Hannah Montana of this new generation, and take that from somebody who is the biggest Hannah Montana fan in the world, or who was the biggest Hannah Montana fan in the world. There were times I would go see Miley Cyrus movies in the theater, and I was the only guy there. I'd sit there with my leather jacket on. They'd play the movie because I paid for it, and they had no other choice. I went to a theater full of girls in April of 2009 for Hannah Montana the movie, and I loved it. I didn't care I was the only guy there. I loved being the only guy in the theater with over 300 girls sat there. I sat in the middle of 300 girls. I loved Hannah Montana. I did the same thing for High School Musical, and I have never looked back since. I have no regrets. And that's what I wanted to do with this YouTube channel. I wanted to inspire you to spread your own message of kindness. Maybe not the way I spread it, but if you can spread kindness different from somebody else to somebody who you know in your life needs it, because I'm sure that you have a friend that needs a bit of kindness in their life. They may not tell you they need a little bit of kindness in their life and they're looking for it, but there is always somebody out there who wants kindness in their life, and that's your opportunity just as fast as you can snap your fingers to spread that kindness to them. And the feeling that you will get from that, no matter if you support your own celebrity that you love so much, or a friend who doesn't even know that you love them, the feeling you will get from that will be a feeling that you will never ever forget. And I like to believe that I inspire people, and I accomplish my goal of spreading this message of kindness through these reciprocal lights, through the stuffies, through my presentation of Descendants and Zombies, which is quite different and quite elegant from everybody else who creates these videos on YouTube. I don't know what happened to the birds. They must have left. But it is absolutely gorgeous outside today. I want Ruby Rose Turner to know that I will come out swinging for her every single time, even if I have to go back to pro wrestling and fight Justin Bieber in a steel cage match. I will come out swinging for her every single time. I will swing against every critic for Ruby Rose Turner and put up with their nonsense, put up with their criticism, because the reality of it is, I'm up against 15 million critics. It's me against the world. And I have each and every one of you supporting me. I may only have 3,000 subscribers put up on this YouTube channel, but 3,000 subscribers is cool. And I have the best Descendants and Zombies fans in the world, and that I would never part with. Last October when I left, I had a lot of stuff got in the way of my own personal life. I didn't want to leave. I wanted to spend Christmas with each and every one of you. I never had the opportunity to spend Halloween or Christmas with you, and not being able to spend Christmas with you and create videos was an experience that I will never forget, and I've chose to forget because it was really brutal. When you can't create content for people that you know love it, and you're not there when other YouTube creators are taking advantage of that opportunity that's presented itself to them, it really breaks your heart. And more times than enough, I felt like a sledgehammer has been taken to my heart. Everything with Dove Cameron and Ryan McCartan, Dove Cameron, Thomas Doherty. The latest situation with Kylie Cantrall and her boyfriend last year, I know she'd probably tell me to forget about it and let it go, but I can't, because I've forever been an advocate for women's rights. So I just want everybody to know that I love you dearly, and I don't know where I'd be without each and every one of you. And if you're in a situation where you're feeling abused, where you're feeling underappreciated, simply remove yourself from it. Take yourself out of it because you deserve better. It's not always the girl's fault. The girl is the thing that makes everything make sense in this world. It's the reason why the world revolves on its axis. And the quicker every guy understands that and can appreciate the girl for what they're really worth, this world's going to be a better place. Because oftentimes I've said this is not the world's fault. It is the people in the world that is making it such a miserable experience for us all. And I think if we made a more consistent effort to bring forth more kindness in this lifetime, I think this world will ultimately be a better place. Thank you to everybody who has supported this YouTube channel, who found me. I can only hope as a YouTube creator you will hear my voice and somebody's going to hit the subscribe button and run their finger across that subscribe button. I love creating this content, and I can only hope as a YouTube creator you love the content just as much as being put up on this YouTube channel for you as we approach our 100th video since the relaunch of this YouTube channel, which of course originally launched on August 5th, 2024 and returned in March of 2025. Thank you so much for all the love and support you've shown this YouTube channel. Never enough kindness can be spread in this world. With that being said, I found this really cool Kylie Cantrall interview where she talks about her fans in Brazil. And I've had experiences in Brazil, experiences I choose to forget about with relationships and girls leaving me for guys in Brazil because of Brazilian music and sports. And yeah, it hasn't been good. But I got each and every one of you to support me. So if you could blow the bejesus of this YouTube channel up, blow it out of the water, and give me the opportunity to do underwater cave diving and blow the bejesus out of sharks with bazookas and shoot zombies on this island, which there are only 2 ways off of. Or actually 3, car, boat, plane. We could all crash and die. I would really appreciate it. With that being said, what do you say we watch this Kylie Cantrall video? Don't forget to hit my subscribe button. It's going to be a whole lot of fun for those of you who are new here.
Did you receive messages from your fans here?
Yeah, I always see comments from Brazilian fans on my Instagrams. And anytime I go live, I always try to say hi to Brazil. But yeah, I feel so much love from all my Brazilian fans, and I just can't wait to go there soon.
I saw an edit on TikTok that people made like Descendants 5, and it was like upside down Stranger Things, but Descendants.
Oh, that could be crazy. Like
Yeah,
upside down in the Descendants universe.
yeah,
Like,
because you mess with the time.
right. Ooh, that's really cool. I'm gonna pitch that to the writer.
Yeah.
Get on that.
You were part of the cast of High School Musical, the musical, the series. Do you have a group chat? What's its name? And what was their reaction when they watched the movie?
Aw, that's so sweet. Yes, we have a Wildcats group chat. And they're so supportive and so sweet. Actually, a couple of the Wildcats came out to the Descendants premiere, like Julia Lester, Frankie and Joe, Larry Saperstein. But just seeing their love and support means so much. They're all incredible.
And I know that in the press conference that I was in, it was her birthday. So happy late birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You know, in all this excitement, I didn't even finish my cup of tea this morning. There's just something about having the window open, the birds are chirping, the sun is out, and I didn't even finish my cup of tea this morning. You're going to have to bear with me. Oh, man. Guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. Where I would be without each and every one of you. Your kindness is absolutely unbelievable. I don't like anything that I have ever experienced in my entire life. So here's the situation. I need as many subscribers as I can get to blow the bejesus out of this YouTube channel. So if you could help me out with your kindness and hit the subscribe button or hit the like button a few times to push these videos further out into the algorithm, I would greatly appreciate it. From my heart to yours, from one heart to another, thank you so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to be the voice of Descendants and Zombies, which was quite unexpected for me. When I first moved into this house, all I wanted to do was to create something special that would offer inspiration and inspirational thoughts to somebody who may need it. For those of you who have subscribed to me on Facebook and X, you know throughout all my social media platforms, every day I post about 50 messages of positivity. And I love posting positive messages because I think never enough kindness is spread and given to somebody who needs it in this world. So however much kindness I can spread every single day for the rest of my life until the day I die, it makes me proud. It makes me feel accomplished. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Thank you guys so much for just being here every morning, every night, whenever these videos premiere, because I don't know where I would be without each and every one of you. Thank you from my heart to yours, and thank you for making me the voice of Descendants of Zombies for what has felt like forever. So what do you say we take this opportunity on this beautiful, gorgeous morning as the sun shines on all of our lives to spread some kindness to somebody who needs it? Because I can guarantee you there is somebody out there just waiting for a little bit of kindness to be shown to them and given to them today. And you can take the opportunity to do just that for your friend who you know loves you so much. There's Dumbo looking at us. With that being said, bye YouTube. We will do this again tomorrow night. Don't forget to hit my subscribe button. Spread your own message of kindness, because kindness in this world really does go a long way.